Hello everyone, welcome back to Mascot Gardening. Today I want to show you what the balcony is up to, and as you can see in my background we have our little gardeners with us. Luna, Patrick, they're enjoying the garden. They were helping me clean it up today. We had experienced quite a big heat wave in the past 2 weeks, so our plants are not doing amazing. As you'll see, we went from having too many leaves like a month ago, and we trimmed a few of them just to get a bit more sunlight, to having to cut quite a lot of the leaves because simply they were dead. So let me show you how it looks. I'll get outside in a second. So we've had quite a long period of heat waves, and even though there was some sun, it was cloudy and the heat is just infernal. I want you to take a look at how the tomatoes look like, and I think you can tell. If I don't clean out the leaves that are dying, it does look like the entire plant is just suffering and suffering. So this is the situation right now. Initially we thought the lack of sunlight is going to affect them, but I think the heat is also kind of getting into them. So I just wanted to show you from this angle. I'm gonna go clean it up and then we can do a tour and see how it looks. As always, let's take a look at how it looks from this side. And as you can see, it looks completely without leaves. And I'll show you. Actually, I think they're still gonna make it, and they're still gonna maybe not thrive, but they're still gonna be doing all right. But we did have to trim it down quite heavily. There's a bag of dead leaves as evidence, and I think you'll notice that there's actually quite a lot more hanging out and about. But as you can notice, quite a lot of tomatoes, a few surprises. I'm gonna go through over them quickly. There's still a lot of leaves on the top. There's still some flowers, and hopefully they're gonna be able to turn into fruits as time passes. So we're kind of hoping we're gonna be able to milk this for another month. But let's see what we have so far. So in the first pot we have the Red Riding Hood. Quite a lot of tomatoes were promised on this one, 700, 600, 700 if I'm not mistaken. But the ones that we have right here are actually from the determinate plant. But you'll notice that there's a few of them ready to harvest. There's a few of them that are actually still green, so maybe in a few weeks we're gonna be able to get it. But I want to show you this bad boy. Look at this. So this is the Maliniac, the polished variety, and I just missed this to peel, but it's right there. Patrick in the background. But this is the slicer. This is what I'm excited for, making some sandwiches out of it. And I think it's about ready to take out. So at the end, we're probably gonna harvest all of this, and I'll show you what we have. The second one is the black cherry. So this has taken a bit longer than expected to ripen, but we have quite a lot of them. Look at this, the handful of tomatoes that I said. I think I mentioned it in a previous video. And we had to attach it because I think it's going to be way too heavy for the plant itself to be able to carry. Look at this, the second one, and you can see how it kind of struggles. I don't even want to touch it, so I'll probably have to get some type of rope, or maybe even hang it by the net, and we'll just let it live its life until it's ready to harvest. On this side we have the Chirolas. Sorry about that. The motorcycle. We have the Chirola on this side, so it's coming on and on and on, and I think a lot of it will be ready for harvesting quite soon. Some of it is ready right now, and this is where we have the surprise. The surprise being some yellow tomatoes. We have not planted any yellow tomatoes, and I have no idea where these are coming from, but I do have a suspicion. So this seed was called TT, Tumbling Tom. We planted it expecting it to be a weeping type of tomato, meaning that it's going to kind of fall from the pot. It ended up growing as tall as the indeterminates. I've seen some varieties online that are yellow, and my guess is that in the end it's actually a TT that's yellow. It was probably mislabeled, but you know, I won't say no to it. In the fourth pot that we have here, in the fourth pot we have the Sweet Baby, and I always mention this. Look how small it is. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Although some of them are actually maybe a more standard size. Some of them are already kind of ready for harvest, so I'm gonna find out today if they're actually sweet or not. On the heirloom side, you can see some of them are ready for harvesting here as well. So this one right here is the Alaska, and it actually looks quite pretty. Beautiful shape. I think it's bigger than a cherry. Not much, but a bit bigger. We did have one of the black seamen, and you'll find this guy, this little boy right here, but that's still a few weeks out. And then Maliniak in the corner, then we have all of them there. As you can see, this is pretty much how it looks. Let's harvest them. Okay, let's see what we have. Actually, not bad. It's quite a big bowl of tomatoes right here, and obviously this beautiful slicer. A lot of the Red Riding Hoods, the Bajajas. I actually looked online, and that's exactly how you pronounce it, with a J. And a few mascots as well. This is the Chirolas. I left them on the stalk, and the beautiful black cherries. Some of them are cracked, mainly because of my inconsistent watering, but this is how they look. They're much darker than your normal ones. Beautiful, beautiful. So now, tomato salad. Thank you again for spending your valuable time with us, and I really appreciate you watching our video today. Until next time.